Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to work on La Cinquantaine, In The Olden Style by Marie. This one, if I remember correctly, was actually written for his one of his parents' anniversaries. So we've got a lot of different positional work, second, third, and fourth primarily. A whole lot of fun stuff. It's got a really catchy main theme. It's got a modulation in it. And then, yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be shooting for 118 BPM on our final product. So we're going to start at 110 just to have something a little bit slower to work with. Initially, we'll work on the first phrase. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So sitting at the 100 BPM. Let's go out of the first line up to measure 5, 6, 7. Up to measure 7 is, 8, sorry. So the first phrase is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 1. We cut that. 1, 2, 1. So nice, high, has some fun flavor to it. Let's go ahead and break that down. First 2 bars, it's going to have a nice pickup. You really need to hit that first interval really well. So let's work on that a little bit. Let's just do open A to the third finger E. We're just going to do this on repeat a couple of times. So go ahead and join me. 1, 2. So that's where we're at. The problem is you're going to be in first position, quickly swapping into third. So we'll do that 3-note run. We'll just do that a couple of times over and over. Go ahead and join me. 1, 2. Okay, so from there, I was curious if the drone might be able to help you hit it, but it really doesn't. It's a really weird interval. So from there, we do have a couple of grace notes, which just you fit in nice and fast. It does rob from the quarter note. But not a whole lot. So let's do the first 2 measures with a pickup. So it'll be 1, 2, 1, and then we play. And we'll just do the first 2 measures with a pickup. So 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 1. This is a very good spot to work a little bit of vibrato in as well. Let's do that one more time and then we'll move on to the next 2-bar section. So 1, 2, 1. Staying in the same position, we are moving forward to the next 2-bar phrase. Exact same thing, so we'll run through this once and then move on. 1, 2, 1, 2. So from here, we're going to go up and hit that harmonic, which is basically your thumb at the heel of the cello and then third finger, and you don't actually press that one all the way down. That's what that 3 over open means. You're literally, so the stopped note, the full note, This one rings a whole lot more and gives it kind of an airy feel to it. So let's work on finding that really quick with your third finger. Thumb to the heel of your cello neck, and then just drop your third finger on where that note is. And you'll kind of noodling around, you can find it. It's the only place that doesn't really vibrate, because you're actually cutting the string length exactly in two to be able to hit that, and it has that nice ring to it. So let's find that a couple of times. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is the introductory phrase. So let's do measures 5 and 6. It'll be starting on that, what is it? Harmonic. There we go. Sorry, words are hard today. Starting on the harmonic. Yeah, so 5, 6, and 5 through 8. We'll do that. Starting on the harmonic. 1, 2, 1. Okay. That trill, you don't just want to immediately. You want to give it a little bit of flavor. So give it some character, give it some shape instead of just as fast as you can. You'll notice I'll change the speed, starting out a little bit slower, just to give it some character. So let's do 5 through 8 one more time, starting on the harmonic. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and tie measures 4 and 5 together, or let's do 3, 4, and 5 together, just so that we can get all that tied, and then we can do the entire phrase. So starting at 3, 1, 2. Let me double check tempo. So 1, 2, 1. Okay, one more time, and then we'll tie everything together. Measure 3 to the end of the phrase. 1, 2, 1. Okay, and then let's tie all of it together. Pick up to measure 8. 1, 2, 1. Okay, one more time, and then we'll move forward. It'll be basically the same thing, only slightly different. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, there is one note different in the first phrase from the second phrase, and it's just how that trill ends, actually. So let's go ahead and tie that phrase together, and then we'll play the entire thing. So, starting at the very beginning through measure 8. 1, 2, 1. Okay, and then moving on, pick up from measure 8 through measure 16. Go ahead and join me. 1, 2, 1. half page basically under our fingers. Just keep in mind the second time through, you do not go up to a B, you stay at an A, coming out of that trill. So let's tie all of those to, let's do that entire chunk again one more time just to get this under our fingers, and then we'll move on from there. So beginning to measure 16. 1, 2, 1. So moving on to the next chunk, it'll be a 4-bar phrase, followed by a 4-bar phrase that is similar but different. So measure 17 through 20, sounds like this. 1, 2. Okay. Keep in mind you are just shifting back your first finger there. So let's go ahead, and we're not playing any new notes. We are going up to that A harmonic twice. But also keep in mind bowings. Bowings are going to be massive in this particular piece. It'll definitely help with interpretation and kind of making sure that you're playing it how it needs to be played. So let's go ahead and let's play through 17 to 20 a couple of times. Go ahead and join me. 1, 2, 1. One more time and then we'll move on. 1, 2, 1. Got that. Go ahead and join me on 17 through 20 one more time and then we'll move on. 1, 2, 1. Okay, and then moving forward from here, we are just shifting down a string basically. It'll sound like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at 21 through 24. Yeah, 21 through 24. We do have some string shifts and a substitution in the middle of that you're already playing the note that you need to change to, but you need to play it with the right finger. So that'll look like this, just in the first 21 and 22. Looks like this. And then you shift your second finger to where your fourth was. So let's go ahead and practice that 21 and the first note of 22. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't think we've done a straight like fingering substitution here. So let's go ahead and play through that a couple of times. 1, 2, 1. It sounds boring, but it's just the technical fingering side. Let's do that one more time. A couple more times. 1, 2, 1. One more time. 1, 2, 1. Okay, and now let's play that entire phrase, 21 through 24. 1, 1, 2, 1. So there is a little bit of retard on that descending figure and then right back into odd tempo on that held whole note. So let's work on that just a little bit. Starting at 21 through 24 and work on a little bit of a retard, a little bit of a retard on that downward figure. 1, 2, 1. moving forward from there, not terribly hard. You do have an interesting... So let's work on just that A to E really quick. And we'll just be bouncing back and forth. So it sounds like this. Okay, so go ahead and join me on this really quick. We'll just be bouncing between A and E, so first and fourth fingers. So go ahead and join me. We'll just do it a dozen times or so. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so starting at 25, let's go ahead and play through 25, 26, 27, and 28. So that'll be the next little figure that we're working on. 25 through 28. 1, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. It's a nice little figure there. 25 through 26, 27, 28. So 25 through 28. 1, 2, 1. And then 29, 30, 31, 32. So 29 through 32. So we are forte here. We're crescendoing through 27 and 28. So 29 through 32, we're starting forte. 29 through 32. 1, 2, 1. Got that. 29 through 32. 1, 2, 1. Fuck. Got that. Okay, so starting at 29, running through 32. Keep in mind we are starting forte. 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that one more time. 29 through 32. 1, 2, 1. And then taper down because we're going back to pianissimo. So let's go ahead and tie that whole chunk together so far from the repeat sign at 17. So starting at 17 through 32. 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that one more time, and then we'll add in the last bits, and then we can do that entire chunk and get the first page out of the way. So, starting back at 17 through 32. 1, 2, 1. And then we are back into basically what we had at the very beginning. So, they want 32, pick up in 32 to the fine mark at the bottom of the page. Let's go ahead and practice that E really quick. Pardon me, just like that. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Got that. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 1. Okay. So now that we have that practice, let's go ahead and do 32 to the repeat sign. 1, 2, 1. Okay. So let's do that entire repeat section. Starting at 17 to the fine mark at the end of the page. 1, 2, 1, 2. So, moving forward from there, now we have a key change. We're rolling into the relative major. We have 3 sharps, F, C, and G. So this is going to be some interesting fingerings. Let's see how to break this down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 4 bar measures. First 4 bars sound like this. Keep in mind that is a G sharp, so that is an extended 4. Okay, so let's do the first 4 bars there. Sorry, I kind of got ahead of myself. Yeah, we'll just run it. 1, 2, 1. One more time. 1, 2, 1. So we are tapering from forte down to pianissimo from there. Moving on, we have the same kind of shift that we had earlier with the A string with the... Except it's... with a slightly different fingering and variation there, but same idea. The next 4 bar section ending in 48 is going to sound like this. So go ahead and join me for that. 1, 2, 1. So moving on, actually let's do that one more time just to get that. Actually, on better thought, let's go ahead and do the beginning to where we ended there. So, beginning to 48. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so moving on from there, we've got a little bit of a fast section. It is going to sound like this. So that the first part, relatively straightforward. The next section is going to be open 1, extended 2, extended 4, a shift to the E, a fourth on the D string, low 1 on the D string, and you shift back to first position. Let's go ahead and do that about that same speed a couple of times. Go ahead and join me. 1, 2, 1. Those last notes were out of tempo, but let's do that again just to get that run under our fingers. 1 and 2 and. One more time, and then we'll move on. 1 and 2 and. Okay, groovy. So tying, let's do 48. Pick up to 48 through there, to 56. So pick up from 48 to 56. Well, let's go with the practice tempo that we've been running at. 1, 2, 1. Got that. Okay, so let's work on 52 to 53 just to get that down. 52 to 53. 1 and 2 and. It's kind of a weird one, but instead of a full half note, you've got a dotted eighth, so it's 1, 2, 3. So let's go ahead and play that a couple of times. So 52 into 54. 1 and 2 and. One more time. 1 and 2 and. One more time for good luck. 1 and 2 and. So, into finishing that phrase out into 56, we have. Keep in mind that is a sharp 4. So tying that entire phrase together, and then we'll tie back to the beginning of the page. So starting at 40, pick up in 48 to 56. Go ahead and join me. 48 to 56. 1 and 1, 2, 1. let's go ahead and do that one more time. So let's go ahead and do 51 through 56. Just count the eighths in the beginning of 52. That'll help with the rhythm. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. See what I did there? So go ahead and count the eighths in the beginning of 52, just so that you don't take too long and then you're trying to scramble. So it'll sound, at least in my head, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. My fingering was a little off there, but my apologies. So let's go ahead and do that a couple of times. Just so that we can get that down, and then we can move back, get everything balled up, or get everything tied up, and then we can move forward. So 51 to 56. 1, 2, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time, and then we'll tie everything together. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go back to the key change, and we'll run it to the exact same place. So continuing on from here, we'll have something similar, and then we'll have something different. We'll start with the something similar. So it is actually exactly the same now that I look at it. My apologies. Starting at 56, let's go ahead and take it to the repeat, just so that we can get that under our fingers. 1, 2, 1. Okay. One more time, and then we'll do from the repeat, or from the key change back down to the repeat. 1, 2, 1. Okay. And then from the key change back to where we just stopped. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so the next section is going to be similar but different. It is going to sound like this. So the next section is going to have some things in similar with what we've already played. We're going to go ahead and take it a little bit slower because this chunk we'll just do measure by measure and then we'll start tying measures together and go from there. So this is going to be measure 63, 64. So pick up in 64 to 65. We'll just play that a couple of times. 1, 2, 1. Really simple. One more time. 1, 2, 1. Then we have a shift to third position. So we do have another shift written in there. So we'll go ahead and do measure 63, 64, 65, 66. 66 just by itself. 1, 2, 1. Again. 1, 2, 1. And then we'll tie the measures, the previous measures in. 1, 2, 1. Okay. Measure 67 just by itself. 1, 2, 1. Again. 1, 2, 1. And then we'll tie that in with everything previous. 1, 2, 1. We'll play all of that again. 1, 2, 1. And then measure 68 just by itself. We're starting in third position. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more time. So we're starting in third position and then we're dropping back to first position. 1, 2, 1. We'll do that one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we'll tie it in with everything previous to that. 1, 2, 1. Apologies. One more time and then we'll move on from there. Actually, yeah, we'll be able to do a chunk at that point. So beginning of the repeat through measure 68. Through measure 68. 1, 2, 1. And then measure 69 is A on first or A on fourth finger. We'll do that. So that's 69 through measure 72. 1, 2, 1, 2. So let's tie that in with everything we've done previous. At the repeat sign. 1, 2, 1. And then let's do pick up in 72 through the end. Let's take I apologize. Let's take a look at 73, 74 just by itself really quick. So we'll take that nice and slow. 1 and 2 and. One more time. Just measure 72, 73, 74. 1 and 2 and. Okay, so we'll do 74 to the end really quick, and then we'll tie all of that repeat bar back together. So 1 and 2 and... Apologies, that would be a sharp, so it'll be a full step, not a half step. That third finger tremolo is really kind of rough. It takes some practice. So let's go ahead and tie from 69 to the end, and then we'll do the entire repeat section, and then we'll do the entire second page, and then we'll start putting everything together. So 69 to the end. 1, 2, 1. One more time, adding tremolo in this time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that entire repeat section. 63, 64, pick up in 64. 1, 2, 1. Got that. The entire repeat section, pick up to 64 to the end. 1, 2, 1. Okay, and then the entire second page to tie all of it together. 1, 2, 1. Got that. So the entire second page. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play the entire second page. Go ahead and take the repeat. 1, 2, 1. first page done. We have the second page done. Now, we need to put them together properly. So, going back to the first page, we play through that entire section until we get to the fine, the end of the first page. Then we go back to the repeat. And we take the repeat, and we go back to where it says fine. Then we continue on to the second page. And then we play to the end, and then we take the repeat, and we go back to the repeat. And then we go da capo al fine, which means we go back to the very beginning of the piece, da capo, the head, and then we play through to where it says fine, the end of the first page, with no repeats. So it'll be the... and then through to the... section with no repeats all the way to the end. So, let's go ahead and try that from the beginning at our 100 BPM that we are shooting at as a working tempo. So it'll be first page, repeat half of the first page onto the second page, repeat half of the second page back to the first page, no repeats to the end of the first page. Think we have it. So go ahead and join me and we will attempt this. 1, 2, 1. So let's go ahead and start that from the beginning at our 118 BPM. So we will play through the first page, repeat half the first page, play through the second page, repeat half the second page, play the first page, no repeats to the end, and then we are done. So let's go ahead and get our tempo. 1, 2, 1. Thank you very much for joining me. Happy practicing, and I will catch you next time.